Hi, I'm Andrew with DeVoide Entertainment. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Doing this will help the YouTube algorithm push this video out to other Blender artists, and it will also help me to continue to provide content. Reddit user ATL Lifter 20 asks how bad are spiral edges during retopology. Unfortunately, this is something we all do, regardless of how much experience you have. So it's not a problem of if it happens, what you would do to resolve it once it does happen. I use a technique called edge loop jumping or loop jumping. It will stop a spiraling edge from running throughout the entire model. On average, it would take about 10 minutes to actually complete it. So it's a lot easier to follow these steps versus doing the entire model retopology all over again. You can download the Blender file I used in this video from my Gumroad. The link is in the description. I have turned on screencast keys so you can follow along with the shortcuts that I'm using. So the first thing you want to do is check your model to see how the edge is looping around the entire 3D asset. So here I have two spiraling edges going from one at the top of the leg, and I have another one located at the bottom of the leg. So as you can see, they both spiral all the way up the entire model, with the exception of the ones at the bottom. Now, what I'm demonstrating in this video is the edge looping workflow. Once you understand how your edges are connected, then you can start loop jumping your edges. You will start in a diagonal from the uppermost vertex to the vertex below it. The shortcut key J will join the two vertices together. From there you will have to select and then delete the two previous connected edges. Once you do that, you can check your edge loop and you will see that that edge loop is no longer spiraling. From here, all you have to do is repeat these steps to complete the loop jumping of all your edges. In this case, once I hit the area where the spiral stopped, I have an interesting issue. I have to create an edge turn, which would turn the edge to flow in a different direction. Here I'm looking at the model, studying to see how the turn is created on this part of the knee, which is located on the opposite side. I will discuss edge turning in the different video. This is the most challenging part of this entire tutorial. However, I would like for you to pause the video to see if you can try to figure this part out by yourself. Once we have the line created from the new face connected to the diagonal one On the lower left, we have to continue with our loop jumping process. So we will have to cut along these faces until we get to the other part of the knee where we can stop the spiraling from the bottom. Unfortunately, when I did the subdivide, I had some extra edges that were also selected. So eventually I will have to go in and dissolve those vertices. These two vertices will have to be merged together in order to continue the edge loop correctly. So now I have to create a new edge loop to connect to the edge turn I have just created. Now that this is completed, this is a good time to continue the edge loop jumping process to correct the spiraling edge that was running up the entire leg. At this point, I realized that there are some faces and edges at the bottom of the leg that are no longer necessary. So I will select these two edges and join them. Now I will continue to select the extra edges so I can dissolve those edges as well. So at this point, the edge loop jumping process is completed. So as you can see, it's faster to edge loop jump your edges versus creating retopology all over again. From here, I'm going to go into scope mode. So those that are not familiar with it can actually get a quick overview and watch my scoping process of how I will recreate and reflow the edges around the entire leg. Again, you're able to download this file from my Gumroad, and it will serve as a great practice tool to practice your edge jumping techniques. The link is in the description. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching.